you know, Lord and behold, you know, the Jesus came down from his throne up in the heavens, you know, came down and is talking about, you know, the Chris Tyson thing. So there's been a lot of there's been some shit happening in the past 24 hours. So I'll be very curious to see what Moist Critical has to say, right? Out of all the people that I usually listen to the most, right? Penguin Zero is the guy that I usually listen to the most because he's a very critical thinker, and I actually do approve that personally. So compared to, you know, like I'm not hating or anything on the other one, on the other creators, right? But I feel like Moist Critical just been, I don't know, he's just been a little bit more reliable, and he's been here for quite a long time. So you know, he's got, you know, he makes fun of stuff, and then also he does actually point out, you know, the issues and the flaws of certain things. So I'd be very curious to see what's been happening. Yeah, yeah, he does. He really has that, like, that detective kind of type of thing, you know, with him. You know, I actually do like it personally. Just like Ko. I don't know about that. I know. Tell me about it. I heard that someone from Niji is graduating. I have the video saved there so that I want to take a look at it, of course. But anyways, I want to jump into the main topic, which is this one. This popped up on my feed specifically, so I'm very curious to see. It already has 1 million views already in 3 hours. Holy shit! I didn't even see the views. God damn! Holy fuck! God lord! It's 22 minutes long. I'm very curious to see what's going on here. And then also, apparently, Sensitive Society also made another video. So there's a part 3 to this. So I'd be very curious if all the information is here. That's what I'm gonna be interested, is to have all of the information here in this video, and then we'll see. We'll take a look at it. So I just pray next year is better, because this year just makes, man, this year has been a roller coaster of fuckery, to be honest. I put money at Pink Chick who got her ass over McDonald's. All right, you know what? Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it. I'm curious. So we'll see. I've like I said, we've heard like part 1 and part 2 of well, no, mostly part 1 or so from this, but the video wasn't really, kind of a bit of nothing burger. Granted, they were just kind of like calling out a Shadman or so specifically. This is just my own 2 cents about Shadman themselves, right? Because they transitioned from a guy to a girl now, though. This is my own 2 cents about it, right? I do have to say, some of the art that Shadman makes, or Shadhouse or Shadman or whatever the fuck she wants to go by, okay? I don't know, okay? All right. Some of the art that they do specifically, right, is weird. The art that she does specifically, there are just some arts is just fucking weird, okay? Yeah, we're gonna be taking a look at it. That's why. So some of the art is just weird. Okay, I know who Shadman is. You know, some of the art is weird. The only one that I read or so, and like, I guess you can say quote unquote like, was the Fallout one, the Fallout collection one. That was pretty much about it. So, but like, some of the other stuff is just kind of like eyebrow raising. So, like I said, we're gonna be taking a look at it specifically. We're gonna see what Moist Critical has to say, because you know he is the Jesus of our time. So
yesterday, Ava Chris Tyson of the MrBeast crew.
Oh yeah, before that, actually, let me increase the volume real quick. There we go. Sorry about that.
Had a ton of evidence surface about horrible behavior with how they communicated with minors, as well as a past of really disgusting shit. A lot of people are calling the Season 7 writers of 2024 internet drama lazy because they're reusing a similar plotline. A lot of people drew comparisons to Dr. Disrespect recently being outed for talking inappropriately to a minor. There are tons of screenshots to showcase exactly what was being said to someone who was between 13 and 14 years old.
If Chris Tyson, aka Ava, actually talked to a minor, right, with sexual thing, like any sexual suggestions or any sexual matters, it's over. It's 100%. You're done, so that's it. You can't come back from it. Okay, I'm sorry.
At the time, and it's fucking gross. It's completely unacceptable. Some of them were just public tweets right under everyone's nose. So Ava Tyson was an adult at this point. Lava was a child. and saying things like, I posted some fire nudes for you, please no share, and then other shit like, but not $5 pathetic JK kissy face. They seem to communicate a lot, even sending Snapchats. So here's one that says, coming for America, and then goes on to talk about being in a group chat and everything. And I've seen a lot of people try and cope and deflect, saying like, oh, it's just edgy jokes, people are blowing this out of proportion. What a bunch of fucking nonsense. That's a load of hooey. That's dirty barnacles. That's ridiculous. Under no circumstances should an adult be communicating with a child in any inappropriate manner whatsoever. Edgy jokes between an adult and a child are still fucking gross. That's not like the slam.
Yeah, it's still a little bit weird, you know. It's fine to do edgy jokes, but the person who's around your age, you know, like if you're like 20 years old, right? And you do an edgy joke to a 19-year-old, right? It's not that serious, right? But if you do it to a minor, that's a little bit weird in my like you shouldn't even be talking to a minor. Like what's going on here? This is like rule number 1. Like you just don't talk to a minor. Period. There's just like there's no buts, there's no if, there's no ands, you know. It's just like no, you just don't talk to them, and that's it.
Dunk defense that some people seem to think it is. Under no circumstances should an adult be in a group chat with a bunch of children sending coming for America pictures. Like, that's still bad. That's still horrible. That's still really fucking weird. From what I can tell, most of the screenshots and a lot of the compiled evidence comes from this YouTuber, Prism42. This seems to be where most of it started, and since this video dropped, there's been a lot more screenshots that have come out with all kinds of really bad things that were being said to or about.
Oh shit. Okay. Like I said, right? The shadman stuff, right? Wasn't really too much of a big deal for me personally, right? But this might be a pretty big deal here. We gotta see these screenshots, man. Ooh, I'd be very curious. Oh man, dude. I wonder what's gonna happen with MrBeast now. So that's more reserved with your age group and older.
About minors. I've only shown a couple here, but there's quite a bit more, and they're all just as bad, if not worse. Like, for some reason, Ava Tyson had a habit of calling a 13 or 14-year-old daddy.
What? Wait, what? That's weird. What the fuck? What the hell? Who the fuck calls a minor daddy? It gets worse? Really? It gets worse? I don't want to know, but fuck, man.
Like, you can't just write that off as being, like, quirky, inappropriate, edgy jokes.
That's not fucking quirky at all. I'm gonna be honest with you. Whoever says that's fucking quirky, that's not being quirky, okay? All right? Let's be honest here. That's not being quirky.
Blowing out of proportion. That's unacceptable. It's indefensible. Now, the 13, 14-year-old in question for a lot of these messages is someone that has come forward to give their own accounts of the situation. Okay. And according to them, they don't believe that they were groomed or anything bad was done on the part of Ava Tyson or anything like that. And I'll just go ahead and give my take on it here. I talked about it on stream. And I'm not trying to be some kind of armchair psychologist, because I'm just, at the end of the day, a little reptile brain idiot. But I really do feel like in a situation like this, it's very difficult to process just how inappropriate or unacceptable something was when you lived it. I imagine that it's very difficult to view this as the person that you communicated to so closely for so long was actually evil or doing things that were wrong. But in reality, no child should have this kind of relationship with an adult where you're joking about sending nudes to a minor or making edgy jokes about coming for America. So while the person here might not...
Cooming for America. She supports someone who makes cartoon CP, by the way. Yeah, I already know about Shadman. The only thing I have to say is just like the weird stuff about Shadman or so specifically. It's just is that he just draws like IRL people. That's about it. But all the other stuff it's fine. It's not really a big deal. The fictional characters is okay. The weird part about it is that he drew his fucking mom or so. Nah, I'd say it's more weird, to be honest.
feel like a
It's
victim,
just so
it
weird.
really is completely unacceptable.
I've seen way worse that is disgusting, to be honest. So for me, this is just kind of weird. So
That Ava Tyson
yes, I know he drew Keemstar's daughter. I know, I was there when it happened. Like I'm saying, like I said, it's fucking weird, bro. Like seriously.
would be communicating with them like this. It really
I know,
is, no matter
I know.
how it's spun.
I've
Now,
been
it is
there
important
since
to
the
mention that
beginning,
right
so.
now, most of the evidence is screenshots, so I guess there is the chance that some could be faked, but some of them seem very hard to fake. Like, there's a video going through a Snapchat conversation with Ava. There's also confirmed things that were publicly tweeted from their account over the years,
Hey,
which
Hollow.
I'll get to now. And it was also revealed that Ava Tyson had a history of
Hey, Mike.
being a shadman enthusiast.
How you doing there, hun? Welcome, welcome.
Since all of the tweets have been deleted, it makes it very difficult to find the times that they communicated with Shadman or talked about Shadman and the art. But I did find this from Mudahar's video, who went to the Wayback Machine and showcased this tweet. And Mudahar censored it because the character does not appear to be over the age of 18. For those of you that know that name, that might have just triggered a Winter Soldier moment in your brain with your eyes rolling into the back of your skull, because it is so foul.
Yeah, but the problem is like, is that person, is that one, like, you know, that lolly drawing or so, was it a real person, or was it just made up, you know? I don't even know about it too much, so that's why I didn't say anything about it specifically, so.
Shadman was an artist who drew child porn. Now, when you hear that, a lot of people think that you're talking about lolly or lolly hentai type shit, which is characters that look like little girls but are actually 5,000-year-old vampires. Like, that's the meme.
Yeah.
Fucking sipping from their Mountain Dew going, uncultured swine. You see, it's not actually a real child. This is a victimless crime. This may look like a 4-year-old girl, but you don't understand the lore. She's actually coming from a sophisticated line of goblin ogres, and she is over 400 years old. So it's completely legal, and you're weird for thinking that it's weird. But with Shadman, he wasn't drawing law.
Yeah. So the logic of that, right, specifically, right, is because like lolly and lolicon content, right, like specifically like the anime stuff, right, they're all fake and fictional. You know, they're not real, right? There's some things that because I went to go look up Shadman again, right? I went to go look up the artwork and all that stuff for Shadman specifically because I wanted to know which ones were real and which ones were not real, right? Like who was based off of, right? Like he did fictional characters, but then for some apparent reason, he like started shifting towards like, you know, like IRL like people into like hentai format. So because he did a lot about Belle Delphine too as well, which I didn't even know about that, to be honest. I guess I guess Shadman just has a thing for Belle Delphine, I guess. And then I didn't see the one where he apparently he drew his mom or so. I couldn't find that one. Probably I did, but you know, ain't that man. So, I know that he did some Overwatch. He did some Overwatch characters. He did was it the one from The Incredibles or so? He did Foster's Home from Imaginary Friends. What else did he fucking do? He did Fallout. The Fallout one is the one that I know the most. I think he did The Last of Us as well. What else? Don't worry about it. They'll explain it. Don't worry. But yeah, specifically like those are fine because those are just fictional characters. It's not really a big deal. What I have an issue with is that he drew Keemstar's daughter in a hentai format, and then he drew a random, I don't know, some random like 14 or 13-year-old girl or so in a hentai format, which I think it's fucking weird in my personal opinion. And then he fucking drew his freaking mom for some apparent reason, which I thought it was personally a little bit weird personally, and I'm like, why would you do that? It's so fucking weird, but you know, it's whatever, right? Like let's say, like, you know, I'm saying like most of his art is fine. The other part of his art, it's very questionable. Okay, he's like basically like well, not he, my bad, she, because they transitioned over to a female. My apologies there. She basically transitioned over to, you know, to female, and then the problem is that she kind of like drew. I guess like you could say like she kind of like drew like edgy hentai, I guess. I guess if you want to name the term of it, I guess. But like, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just fucking weird. They're getting all the tags. Yeah, they're trying to hit all the fucking tags on the hentai website. You know, they want to be the most popular one. I don't know. It's just weird. The only one that I like personally, right, from Shadman is the Fallout one. That's it. That's literally the only one I like. I think I enjoy it because it's like a goth. It's a goth mummy or so getting pounded basically. So that's pretty much it. So
Ollie. He was drawing real children sexually. So one of the most infamous
yeah, so sorry for pausing yourself. So like he said specifically, right? He started drawing, right? Well, my apologies. She started drawing, IRL kids, into a hentai format, which I don't approve whatsoever. Let me get this straight for you guys, all right? For those who are watching, right? It's fucking weird, all right? Don't do it. All right, you're gonna get in fucking trouble for doing that because that's actually literally CP because it's based off a real child. So
cases was when he drew Keemstar's 8-year-old daughter in a pornographic setting. That actual fucking lunatic drew porn of an 8-year-old girl. That's not hearsay or anything. That is something that actually happened. And you know what's even crazier? I talked about this on stream. A lot of people.
yeah, so here it is. So specifically, while there's a lot of transphobic bullshit that should be debunked, Chris Tyson was still a massive Shadman fan, even commissioning art for him, which made a cameo in one of MrBeast videos. She is not as clean as a lot of y'all would like her to be. This is just misinformation. There's no evidence she commissioned this piece. Chris Tyson supported the cartoon CP artist Shadman that drew my daughter at the age of 8 in a sexual manner. This is a known fact. Privately, me and Chris Tyson even had a conversation about this roughly a month ago, as it still upsets me. This is not a misinformation. This is a fact. Damn, there you go. This is a fact. There it is.
Actually happened. And you know what's even crazier? I talked about this on stream. A lot of people supported him publicly. Like, a lot of people defended that. Back when Shadman dropped that revolting dog shit, there was a lot of people that were pumping their fists saying, "Go Shadman! It's Keemstar, who cares?"
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I remember that. I actually do remember that actually specifically where they were kind of like boosting his ego and kind of like, yeah, fuck Keemstar. It was during the time where a lot of people were starting to hate Keemstar, so that's
Doesn't
why.
matter, he deserves it anyway. Shadman, do you take requests? Can you do this person's underage daughter next? He received applause for drawing child porn. Let that shit marinate for a moment. So anyway, Ava Tyson has publicly tweeted about Lolly, and in particular, there are tweets of Ava Tyson talking either to or about Shadman. A lot of the tweets are gone now because the Twitter account has been nuked, but there are archives of a lot of them. And one thing that still persists, and one
I probably
thing that
won't upload the Sensitive Society one because he's kind of like putting everything all together, which I kind of do like it a little bit more. He grabbed all the information and put it all in one video. So
a lot of people have been showing is that Ava Tyson may have actually commissioned a piece from Shadman, or at the very least purchased a piece from Shadman.
It's because nobody liked Drama Alert. That's why, it was back then where like Keemstar was getting like the most hate, a long time ago. There was just like this wave band of hate with Keemstar. I actually don't know the reason why. I think because like he said the N-word or so in the video, like a while back or so. Like there was like a video that surfaced or so that he called someone the N-word and stuff like that. I don't know. It's I don't know. I don't fucking know, to be honest. I don't watch the guy, so that's why.
There's a clip from a MrBeast video where there is Shadman art hanging on the wall, belonging to Ava Tyson. I censored the close-up of the art for obvious reasons, but this is something that is irrefutable. The only question about Ava Tyson and Shadman's connection is whether or not a piece was commissioned or purchased. But at the very least, a piece was owned by Ava Tyson. And I don't think there's any wiggle room to just explain this away as some kind of innocent whoops-a-daisy moment of being ignorant of what the art was. with Ava Tyson having publicly talked about.
Yeah, but the problem, like one of the question is specifically, right? Was the character an IRL child, or was it a fictional character? That I don't know. That's why I haven't really like talked about that one specifically, right? Because I don't know specifically. I was trying to do some research or so about that specific drawing or so, like the one that they were showing, the one that we saw previously or so. I could, well, at least to my extent of knowledge or so. Granted, because I only had like a short amount of time specifically, right? I didn't find anything that confirms that this was a real child specifically. That's pretty much about it. So. Drummer got most of the hate because it was during the time of drama YouTuber hate. Okay. This is why I hate. This is why I have no faith in modern society. They will excuse shit involving children all because of their parents. Just because you don't like something, you don't support the making of CP of someone's daughter. Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty weird. It's pretty weird that he started transitioning over to, I guess, like he kind of like lost relevancies, and then so he decided to go. Well, this was before he transitioned to a female. So I guess he must have like transitioned his art into doing like IRL kids, which is so fucking weird in my personal opinion, right? I have to say that's like the weirdest thing. Okay, let's be honest here. There's a line to be crossed, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it's fucking weird. Okay, all right, let's not beat around the bush here. Okay, and to be honest, it's just kind of like, bruh, you can't be serious with me with that, with most of the stuffs, IRL or not. It a bit weird to have one on the wall displayed proudly. What, you're gonna say that having an Azerlane lolly picture on your wall is also like, you know? I'm like, it's the same thing. It's the same thing if you put a fucking lolly character so who is in a suggestive theme or so on the wall and be proud of it. Like it's weird. Like it's weird, but like tell that to the Azerlane fan base. Tell that to the Blue Archive fan base, so But like I said, right? Like I said, specifically, like I don't have any information if the art piece itself was based off a real person. That's what I don't know yet. Okay. So, that's the whole point. Like, is it based off a real child? That's the question to ask. Yeah, that's one of the things I have a question. Like, is this drawing, like this specific drawing that's in the MrBeast video, right? Is it based off a real child? If it is, that's very inexcusable. Nonetheless, that's 100% no. But if it's not based off a real child, then it's just kind of like, well, it's just a fictional character at the end of the day. Is it weird? Yeah, of course it's weird. You can say it's weird. But at the end of the day, right? I'm not defending anybody, but I'm just saying, I'm just stating like what's weird and what's not weird. Okay. All right. I just want to know the information, right? Is this drawing an IRL kid? Like, did Shadman base this drawing off IRL? Someone from IRL. I don't give a fuck who it is. Did they base it off somebody? Yeah, if it's based on an IRL kid, fuck them. Exactly. But if it's not, what do you want to do? Like, it's a fictional character at the end of the day. So I just don't have that information. I was trying to find information specifically about it, right? Because I wanted to know more about it, right? Because this specific picture popped up or so a lot on Twitter and some videos or so specifically. So I kind of wanted to do some research. I couldn't really find anything, at least. Well, I only had a short amount of time or so because I had to do a doctor's appointment and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much frankly about it. That right there, I'm not saying anything because I need more information. That's why.
Content and art like that, and then also owning a Shadman piece, I don't think it's some kind of coincidence. Like, I don't think it was an accident and they didn't know Shadman drew child porn. I really.
No, you can't say that. You can't say that because you can literally throw that specific logic Pop Tart to a fucking lolly character from an anime. So you can't correlate something that's fiction and IRL in the same category. No, that doesn't make sense, to be honest. You can literally say that to the same thing. You can literally like you can literally say, if I had a fucking lolly picture poster, right, on my wall, right, of let's just say Yoshino from Date Alive, right, in a very suggestive thing, What, you're gonna call me that I have CP on my wall or something? Like that's not the same correlation. It's not the same correlation. It's an image. It's not real. You know? Like you can't just say that the anime, the picture of the anime is just like, I literally just used the same reference. I said Yoshinon, right? Here, I'll pop it out. I'll pop it out right now. It's basically me saying that I bought an image of this character in a suggestive theme as a poster, and it's on my wall at the moment. Are you gonna call me that I have CP? No, of course not. It's not the same shit. It's literally not the same shit. The question is, what I'm having specifically, the picture that's on the wall, Marin Kitagawa. The picture that I have questioned on the wall that's on the MrBeast video is that picture based off an IRL kid? If it is, that is definitely weird, and that is technically going into the category of CP. But if it's not based off an IRL kid, because Shadman has the intention of drawing IRL kids, right? Then the question is, okay, is this also based off an IRL kid? If it is, yeah, that's fucking weird. That is very weird that Chris Tyson got an image of that, and all that stuff, right? But if it's literally not, then you can't really fight against it. It's a fictional character. You lose automatically, so.
Really don't. And then yet another disturbing video surfaced where they had actually made a video a long time ago that linked to revenge porn of Jeanette McCurdy.
The story.
What the fuck? Wait, what the fuck? Wait, can I hear that again? Wait, can I hear that?
Yet another disturbing video surfaced where they had actually made a video a long time ago that linked to revenge porn of Jeanette McCurdy.
The story is she sent pictures to her boyfriend, her now ex-boyfriend, and he leaked them out. And but the link's in the description if you want to see them. I mean, I'm not endorsing people to go look at somebody else's private business, but I know that people might want to see them, so it's there if you want it.
That's crazy. That's a
What the fuck? Yeah, that's crazy. I have to say that's a bit crazy, to be honest. I'll be honest with you. As much as we get emotional, I don't really get emotional, to be honest. I just speak through logic. That's about it. The law does not give a fuck about our emotions, so we cannot just say it's CP when the law would say otherwise. But the lead to another rabbit hole. Yeah. Apparently.
Astonishing. Sharing revenge porn publicly.
Sharing revenge
and trying
porn.
to spin it like, well, some people might want to see this, so. For you degenerates.
For the shits and giggles, you can click down to the link in the description for my revenge porn.
I posted the link in the description.
Yeah, dude.
If you want to check that out. But you'd be weird to do that, and I'm not endorsing it.
Hey guys, we're gonna be rating up our OnlyFans. If you guys want to click down in the link in the description down below, you can watch my revenge porn. Shit, it's only $20 a month. You get the quality high HD. Oh god, dude. Is this the trans to avoid criticism situation? I don't know, to be honest. I don't really know. I can't really say about it, so.
That's unhinged. Completely unhinged. So all of this started to hit the mainstream. More and more people started sharing screenshots as well as other chat logs, all kinds of things with a history of communicating inappropriately with or about minors. And in response, a couple hours ago, Ava Tyson did make a statement, and this is what was said. I would like to apologize for any of my past behavior or comments if it hurt or offended anyone. It was not my intent. Seeing recent events, we've mutually decided it's best I permanently step away from all things MrBeast and social media to focus on my family and mental health.
Interesting. So she is stepping away from the MrBeast brand and the and the internet. Interesting. Okay, I see.
That is kind of a textbook non-apology. It doesn't address anything, it doesn't talk about anything, it's just like this blanket boilerplate statement about stepping away. There's no denial of anything, no claims that some of the information is false, made up, fabricated, a lie, a fib, a bunch of malarkey, nothing at all. You would really think that if any of the information was wrong or faked, that would be one of the first things that Ava Tyson would want to set the record straight on. But that didn't happen. Even if it was something like needing more time, I really feel like that would have been expressed in the statement, saying, need more time to talk about all of these things that are incorrect. But again, that's not there. So they're assumed to be all correct at this point, and they're indefensible, the things
That's actually very true, because Chris Tyson, however you wanna, they technically pretty much acknowledge every single like the DMs and like all the weird shit, right? Calling a fucking minor daddy. I'm like that's fucking weird. Like a lot of the DM stuff is weird overall. I'll be honest with you. I don't really defend any of that shit, you know? And like I said about the Shadman drawing, right? Specifically the one character. If I remember correctly, it's a blonde girl with a fidget spinner and like a fucking something else. I don't remember what it was, to be honest. Like I said, you know, if you can bring me proof that that is based off a real kid or so, then be like, yeah, of course, that's inexcusable, you know. But I don't really know much about it. Granted, I was trying to do my own research. I would have came here and told you guys. No, yeah, that drawing is based off an IRL kid. That's pretty fucking weird, to be honest, you know. So, but I don't know. So I can't. Like I said, I don't really follow Shadman. I've never followed Shadman. The only thing I only came across I only came across the Fallout one on a just reading usual hentai mangas whenever I get bored or so.
have come out here. As I was rendering this video, Ava Tyson dropped more tweets claiming that no one was ever groomed, and then states that
There's always be blonde girls for some reason. I'm starting to notice. Yeah. Let me see. Hold on. I want to add I never groomed anyone. The person who gets brought up in the accusation, Lava GS, have vocally supported that they are false. Having said that, I humbly apologize to anyone I have hurt with my unacceptable social media post, past actions, and to those who may feel betrayed by how I used to act online. The lump of these two factors together to create a narrative that my behavior extended beyond bad edgy jokes is disgusting and did not happen. In the past years, I have learned that my old humor is not acceptable. I cannot change who I was, but I can continue to work on myself. I don't want these accusations to impact the hundreds of people who work at MrBeast, which is why I have stepped away. I see. That is very interesting that Ava Chris Tyson or so has stepped down from working with MrBeast. That is very interesting to hear that, actually. Yeah, it was just a bit, like, I'll be honest with you, like, yeah, like I said, number one, talking to minors and making edgy jokes to minors is a big no-no, you know? I don't mind you doing, like, edgy jokes, right? You know, because, like, everybody did edgy jokes in the past, right? Let's not all be, we're not all saints here, okay? All right? Let's be a complete honest here, okay? No one's a fucking angel, okay? All right? In their past, everyone has done something stupid or something dumb, okay? All right, no one had a clean fucking record, okay? All right, you know, someone probably made an edgy joke and blah blah blah. That's fine, you know, edgy jokes, that's okay. You know, you've done edgy jokes in the past, you know, it is what it is. You were young, you know, childish, foolish, you know, all that stuff. That's okay. The problem is what I have specifically, right, is that Ava Chris Tyson made an edgy joke towards minors, which is fucking weird in my personal opinion. I'm gonna be like, look, man, I ain't going to talk. I hate no saying, because we all have sinners. Every one of us has a sinner inside of us. But yeah, like talking to minors, like doing edgy jokes with minors in general is so fucking weird in my personal opinion. Makes me wonder when something is allowed to be left in the past for some are never forgotten. Yeah, the past is the past, and we can change in the present and future. I don't. Okay, dark. Okay. Yeah, like, but even then, like, right, like, I get it, right? This is all in the past, right? You can say like, oh, it's in the past, it's in the past. But at the end of the day, right? It's just like talking to minors and doing like edgy jokes like that. Just doing edgy jokes and then calling a fucking minor daddy. It's just weird. That's just weird. That's just like weird behavior, dude. That's not right. That is not a-okay behavior, okay? All right? Let's be honest here, right? That's completely weird. To think Jesus died for our sins? I think he died for the wrong reasons, to be honest. Jesus.
The victim vocally supported that that's false. I again already told you my feelings on that. I really don't think a child who has this kind of relationship with an adult would ever really recognize just how inappropriate it was because it became so normalized to them, which it never should be. It's a horrible thing, and there really is no excusing it in my eyes. Going further, there's an apology about unacceptable social media posts and then saying that it was edgy jokes and that it was unacceptable humor, that it's like a thing of the past and it's been misconstrued into things that didn't happen, and then not wanting the accusations to impact hundreds of people who work at MrBeast, which is why Ava Tyson has stepped away. I just don't think you can write off a lot of those social media posts as edgy jokes or edgy humor when you actually owned art from an artist who draws child porn. That's not a joke anymore. Haha, bought some child porn art. Like, that's not exactly side-splitting comedy.
Okay, hold on. I want to take a look at the definition of this real quick. I'm curious, and so I'm very curious. Let's see. The definition of it. Let's see. Let's take a look at I'm gonna take a look at this. I'm gonna try to read it out real quick. Okay, so I think this one falls under computer generated. I think it falls under computer generated image, I think. So, okay, so it says right here. So, the child pornography is partly defined as any photographs, right? Any photographs taken, films, videos, pictures, or computer generated image. I guess no, because computer generated image would be AI. So I guess it would probably fall under like computer, I guess, because it was made on the computer, I guess. I'm not too sure. Probably between like computer and pictures where it falls under specifically of what Shadman did. So it depicts an actual simulated sexual explicit activities by a minor, where in the latter of case the simulation from case sexual activities. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Even though some countries, you know, there's some between 16 to 18 years old apparently. Yeah, so I think what cuz like I said, right? Specifically that what Shadman did, right? When Shadman transitioned over to making like IRL hentai drawings, right? Like kids, like IRL kids into hentai drawing format specifically, right? I don't approve of it whatsoever. I think it's fucking weird, you know. Like it's like the fictional stuff that he made or so was fine. I never had an issue with the fictional stuff, right? They're all fiction, right? They all came from like The Last of Us, they came from Overwatch, they came from, all that other stuff, right? The fiction is fiction. I don't give a fuck what you have to say. Fiction is fiction. It's not real. It doesn't exist, okay? But then the problem where I draw the line specifically is where Shadman specifically drew an IRL kid, into a hentai format, which I think it's so weird in my personal opinion, right? Like I said, I don't know much information on the one art piece that was, that was on the wall in the MrBeast video specifically, right? I don't really know much about it, right? I don't know if it's based off an IRL kid or not, right? So that's why I can't really say anything about the art piece, right? Can you say it's weird? Of course you can say it's weird, you know? But it's like basically saying, right? It's like basically saying, like, you know, like the Azure Lane or the Blue Archive people who have, you know, either dakimakuras of suggestive themes of a lolly, or a person who has a lolly poster in their room. You know, it's like, you know, doing a, you know, something suggestive, right? It's just kind of like, you know, it's not really that big a video unless it's like it's an IRL, unless like it's an actual, like the drawing that Shadman did is based off an IRL kid. That is a big, that's kind of like a bit like, I don't know about that one, Chief, you know?
Like, I don't really think you can just go ahead and hand wave that as being edgy and like old humor that you've grown from. And then some of the tweets about it, and
To be honest, edgy jokes, like, jokes is subjective, you know, at the end of the day, right? Like, jokes is like funny to anybody, you know? It, you know, making jokes and just like cracking humor and stuff is subjective to, you know, to each one individual. Maybe you don't find it funny, but I know someone else probably finds it funny, you know? I kind of, you know, I kind of like, for like early, like the early times, right? Like I said, like specifically when I didn't know about it, right? Like jokes and all that stuff, it's subjective to each single person at the end of the day, right? So it's like choose your poison, basically. Do you want the most poisonous one, or do you want the least poisonous one? That's basically it. Is how I'm, like, how I see with like jokes and edgy humor, edgy jokes, you know. So
like requests. What's the joke? Like, what's the punchline of that?
that's the whole point of a shitty joke, though. You know. Yeah, the new ground days.
I
Yeah,
really
the new
don't
ground
think you
days.
can
I
just
remember.
say,
I
oh,
remember
it's
those
just edgy
days.
jokes that are blown out of proportion. Sorry if people are offended by it. Like, that just doesn't really work to me. As of right now, there's been no response from MrBeast or anyone else on the team about.
Would they ever respond to it? I don't think so, because this is Chris Tyson. This is Chris Tyson's content, you know?
Open up!
This is 100% like Chris Tyson's like personal shit that they did on their account and everything. So, you know.
About all of this. So it remains to be
Andy.
seen whether or not Jimmy or anyone else on the team knew about these things, or what's going on there. But as of me making this video, there's still no response yet. So this whole situation is obviously horrible. And there's a little bit more I want to talk about here.
Yeah, no, like 100% is still, it's still bad what Ava did in those DMs specifically, right? Those are still bad. So, you know, I'm just talking about specifically like the drawing and the poster and, you know, whatever and all that other stuff. So,
And it's something I didn't even think I'd ever need to talk about, but I guess we've reached this point in the internet where this is necessary. I've been being attacked on Twitter, just fucking dogpiled, about my ignoring the situation and refusing to speak on it, being too much of a coward to talk about all this, which is crazy to me. And then people saying like, "Oh, where was the same energy for or where was the same?"
I mean, like Combat Madness is John Wick before John Wick. Oh, this part is this where it gets worse? Is this where it actually gets worse?
Energy that you had for Dr. Disrespect here. And it's crazy that I even have to talk about this. So last night during stream, this story was still breaking. Things were still coming out about this story.
Okay.
And I talked about it on stream last night. The same day, all of these talked about it immediately. Once I became aware of what the evidence was out there and what the claims were and what was going on, I was talking about it right away. And I even posted a video that is highly edited and short, nice and concise, about the whole bare bones of the situation and my thoughts.
Yeah, cause you're not gonna immediately because I know how Moist Critical is, right? He wants to get all of the information first, right? Get all of the stuff, you know, learn everything about it, and then and then talk about it, you know, while he's still talking about it fresh, you know, and everything. It came out just recently, right? And then I assume he'll make a video, you know, like how he is right here, right? He's gonna talk about it in depth, you know, so.
thoughts on it for the second channel. So that way, even if you have the biggest brain rot and can't focus on a video for long, you can still finish that whole video and see just how bad this whole Ava Tyson situation is. So I talked about it immediately, but Twitter didn't see that video, and the ones that did wrote it off as, oh, he's only going to put this on his second channel because he's afraid to put it on his main channel. He didn't do that for Dr. Disrespect. He was like that with Dr. Disrespect. You are provably wrong. All you had to do was activate a few fucking neurons in your noodle. Check my Dr. Disrespect video. I posted it at, I think it was 9 p.m. on June 22nd. June 22nd is when my Dr. Disrespect video went up. The allegation against Dr. Disrespect was on June 21st. So what happened is, that allegation came out. I talked about it on stream. Dr. Disrespect made a statement as well the same day that I talked about on stream. Then the following day, almost a full 24 hours later, I made the video talking about it. And in this situation, it is the exact same.
Yeah, 24 hours, that's plenty enough time to wait for the other person to respond. And then once they respond or make a statement, like the one in Dr. Disrespect specifically, right? Then, he made the video and all this other stuff. So yeah, it's just,
Same timeline. I was talking about it as everything was unfolding. I even had a video go up on the second channel going over everything that was coming out, and now I'm making the full video about it 24 hours later. It's the exact same speed and same energy as the Dr. Disrespect situation. And the main person who started this lightning rod of accusations about me ducking it and refusing to address it is fucking Sneako of all people.
Oh my fucking god. Of course. Of course it is. Oh my. I'm gonna turn on the room music because I need that shit right now. Fucking, oh my god, dude. It's fucking Sneako. Who, god, dude, what the, dude, why? Why is he still here? I have no idea, to be honest. I really... Okay.
Yo, look out. Moist Critical is not going to go talk about the KRIS situation because he wants to have the MrBeast collab. Bro, you're going to talk about every other trending situation, Dr. Disrespect, Sneako, anything that goes viral goes on your main channel. KRIS, the associate of the biggest YouTube channel in the world, you do a 4-minute clip on your second channel. Stop coping and be a journalist if you're going to be a journalist, or just say that you...
He's not a journalist. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay. Alright.
want to have the collab. Stop lying.
Jesus Christ, the fucking drool there is gonna drive me insane. I need to go put on the fucking bathrobe here and give him PTSD or something. What do you mean? It is a 4-minute clip because I did that so people like you who don't pay attention long enough can see my take on it and also get the bare bones information of what makes it so horrible. That's the reason it's a 4-minute clip on the second channel. It was never going to be the only video I made talking about it. I was always going to make a full breakdown of this because it's bad. It's a horrible situation. So yes, you're right. I do talk about like big trending bad shit like Dr. Disrespect or like Cody Ko most recently. I don't know why people thought I wouldn't talk about this. I knew Cody Ko far more than I knew Ava Tyson. I talked to Cody Ko at length one time on his podcast and then one other time in DMs. Ava Tyson, I met 1.5 times. I first met them after a poker game with MrBeast. They showed up right at the end, right before I left, and then at the most recent MrBeast video, also right when I got out, Ava Tyson showed up, and I talked to them for a couple of minutes. But I never knew Ava Tyson very well. Cody Ko I did, and I still wasn't afraid to talk about how awful his shit was. So I've never been someone to fucking shy away from a bad situation like this just because I know or am familiar with the person that it's about. So I don't know why people thought that that would be the case here. And also, for the millionth fucking time, I'm not a journalist. I'm like the Z-tier stupid journalist, like this actual layman fucking CTE-riddled idiot that reports on...
Yeah, like, it's so stupid that like, Sneako calls him a journalist. The irony, Charlie wasn't a journalist, but he did more research than a journalist. How ironic. Sneako didn't watch Charlie's clips. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. He didn't watch his clips, man. Didn't watch his clips.
Stories, and I talk about them usually to make jokes about them. In rare cases, and recently it's been very common, there's serious stories that I am very passionate about delivering and talking about how shitty they are. So like in a situation like this, yeah, this isn't really a story that I joke a lot about because it is serious. When there is a victim who is a child here, that's something to take seriously. But I'm not a fucking journalist. Most of the shit I talk about is the most inconsequential mumbo jumbo ever, like aliens in warp drives, or that recent story about how scientists discovered hippos can fly because they get airborne for a split second, literally like 1/2 of a frame. They're able to get all 4 little legs off the ground. And I talk about those stories.
Whoa, what the fuck? Really? That's true? I didn't even know about that. What the fuck? Hippos can actually fly? That's crazy. Love how people complain Charlie didn't do a long video breakdown when most people can barely handle 1 fucking minute. I know! Tell me about it. Yeah, you're right. Sneako must have coped so hard though. He thinks Charlie's a journal. I know! It's like, what the fuck? Why do you think he's a journalist? He's not even a journalist. What the fuck are you talking about?
And joke about them. It's just
What a
talking about shit to joke about it for the most part, except in cases like this where it is a serious story.
I'll be honest with you, Sneako is such a weirdo. Hippos defy gravity? Apparently, hippos defy gravity. I've never expected a hippopotamus to defy gravity, to be honest. I guess they have their own gravitational pull force, I guess, you know, so.
That I talk about. Now, Sneako, I hope you're ready for the cold water here, because I'm going to be brutally honest with you. When this story broke, I thought for sure I would have actually bet money that you would have been some kind of contrarian talking about how this is actually not a big deal and everyone who's pretending to be outraged about it is actually just a hypocrite. Because you have been on this crusade for a while now about not agreeing with the age of consent. So I really thought you'd be talking.
Whoa, wait, did I miss that? What the fuck? Yo, whoa, that's a little bit weird. What the fuck?
Talking about how, oh, this is just like Dr. Disrespect, who you ran hard defense for with this imaginary 17-year-old you cooked up in your head based off of one fake email from an anonymous source. And I thought you would be going that angle again, saying like, oh, well, that 13-year-old was probably very mature.
Age of consent should be maturity. It's not even 18 in most states. Why do you even believe that? It's because in Hollywood, it's 18, so that gets pushed everywhere. Most places 16. And if you question that, then they call you a pedo. I believe the age of consent is the age of maturity. It should be called the age of marriage. Age of consent implies that you're gonna have out of wedlock. I think it's better that people get married at 16, 17 than to have a bunch of premarital until they're 30 and they're washed up and then they get jaded and they're on birth control and they have dried up eggs. I think that's better for society.
He's so pseudo
What the fuck? What the fuck did I just listen to? What? Oh my god, what the hell? Okay, alright. Okay. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna let the clip speak to itself. You know, those people in the comment sections can, you know, you guys can come up with your own conclusion with that one.
intellectual that he actually argues for things that defend pedophilia. That's fucking ridiculous. And when challenged on this, it's even worse. So there's an older clip now, it's quite a few months old, where XQC and Destiny actually challenge him on this right to his face, and holy shit, it's bad.
You see how you want to answer the question? You see how he's going to yap and not answer the question? I'm going to ask the same thing when you're done. Go ahead.
I just answered the question. I just told you.
What was the age?
I just told you at a developed age.
Sneako thinks you should be able to fuck 9-year-olds. That's what Sneako thinks, and he won't answer that question honestly. Or he's going to have to give a different answer, in which case he's updated his morality. He's updated his views, and that's really uncomfortable for him. You don't have an answer to any of this shit, bro. Go back to fucking that fucking corner in London where you're getting roasted by year 1 debaters on fucking Christianity. This is retarded. I don't know what the fuck you're doing in here.
Okay, so you can leave the call. I wanted to go talk about this word.
I don't want to leave the call. I like hanging out here. I've talked to a lot of pedophiles in the past, so.
Okay.
Okay, Sneako, I'm actually curious now. What do you think the age of development is?
I just told you. It depends on where you are. It depends on the world.
Then at what stage do you think somebody is developed in? What stage of development? Because there's a lot of stages of development.
It varies. It varies.
What do you mean it varies? What are you talking about? Oh my goodness gracious me. You can't be serious with me with this guy, to be honest. Well, I guess I'm washed up about. Hey God, how you doing there, hun? Why can't the world agree 20 plus only? Hey Kimbolton. I'm washed up too. Oh fucking, I just remember Sneako defends Cupids. Oh yeah, I forgot. Cupid actually like defended like the what is it, that show or so, right? That kids show, that weird kids show from Netflix or something like that. I was watching some of your YouTube uploads, Sneako. Was enjoying your commentary. Man, my commentary sucks, to be honest. That's the last thing I remember. Yeah, cuties. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's the one. Sneako got roasted by Pat God. Oh yeah, he did? Damn, dude, that's crazy. 16 at least, where I'm in Australia, is what is considered a grace period, aka where both parties at the same age. Anyone older or below gonna get in serious trouble. So only people who are both 16 have this grace period. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, because like there's some over here, you know, the age or so is like the age of consent for some states is 16. So you know, not right now at the moment. That movie was actual kids were used for. Yeah, I didn't watch it, to be honest. I thought it was fucking weird, in my personal opinion.
I think it varies on the age.
It varies on the age.
It depends on where you are.
You need to have set ages for that. There are stages of development. As a child,
shenanigans?
an
What do you mean
adolescent,
everyone?
You can hear him start to snivel in the.
What do you mean? What do you mean shenanigans? And the movie had tons of tryouts too. Tryouts? What? Sick of? Oh, sick of everyone's shenanigans. Oh, okay. I thought you said "or" for a second there. That's why. I thought you said like you sound like a mature lady. Or that's sick. Or everyone's shenanigans. You know.
The background there as he's sucking up snot from his nose, getting cooked, and his brain is fucking overheating, malfunctioning,
It's XQC,
trying to
it's
formulate
XQC
some
and
kind of
Destiny in the
response to the
background, so.
easiest question in the world about what he thinks the age of consent should be. He keeps talking about the age of development and then can't even put a number on it. So everyone, please feel free
It's so weird. It's so weird to say, oh, no, it should be the age of development. Okay, so what's the actual age of this development? Okay, all right, put a number on it. Like seriously, that is so weird. That's such a weird thing to like to say or so. Like, oh no, it should be the age of development.
to ask Sneako what he thinks the age of consent should be if you want to see a human being fucking glitch out and malfunction like an Oblivion NPC. Can't answer the most basic question in the world. That is concerning. You realize how deranged that makes you look, Sneako? That makes you look like an actual danger to society, that you don't agree with the age of consent and try and argue around it. That's what every pedophile ever that Chris Hansen talked to would do. Like, you're a fucking weirdo. So for you of all people, this fucking putrid
No, it's actually 25 actually for the brain to mature actually for both what is it, for both males and females, I think. I went to search it up that one day or so.
This absolute slimy worm to have the gall to say that I only care about the MrBeast collab, thus this whole story is just relegated to, you'd never use that word, that word's too big for you. This whole story is just put on his second channel where no one's gonna see it because it's safer that way so he can keep the MrBeast collab alive. He's afraid, he's a coward for it. He has no problem abandoning his morals and defending blatant pedophilia, brushing it under the rug as long as it means it keeps the MrBeast collab alive. For you to make insinuations like that and even claims like that,
Yeah, it's just weird. That I'm gonna be honest with you. The Sneako take is just weird or so. That's just so weird. English or Spanish? What do you mean? What do you mean by English or Spanish?
is fucking unhinged, considering you make actual pedophile defense arguments constantly, and you have publicly put on the clown makeup and worn white knight armor complete with the shield to defend Dr. Disrespect when he himself publicly admitted to messaging a minor inappropriately. It's fucking insanity. It makes me want to spit that I even have to talk about this.
I feel like he's just doing it for the clout, like 100%. I feel like Sneako is just doing it for the clout. No, 100%. You know? What are you talking about? What's
But it became such a huge, fiery issue on Twitter about me specifically that I felt the need to have to include this in this video, which should have been entirely.
Sneako needs another round with Strickland to knock some sense into him. I think the sense has been knocked out of him, to be honest, for that specific part, you know. The only way Sneako is relevant is through Charlie or Nux, to be honest. Yeah, well, yeah, you know, that's true.
Focused on everything Ava Tyson has done and why it is so shitty. But now I've had to dedicate a sizable chunk to talking about these claims against me, about how I'm not going to talk about it and was not going to talk about it until pressure from Twitter forced me to, even though I had talked about it as it was developing and even mentioned on stream I was going to make a video on it. So to bring it all back to what should actually be the focus, the Ava Tyson situation and how horrible it is, I believe that it is an unforgivable thing that has been done. Talking to minors inappropriately is horrible. And having this kind of continued relationship with a minor where you're sharing edgy and inappropriate jokes back and forth and being in group chats and voice chats with children and saying gross things around them is so weird that it is not okay under any situation. It's disgusting behavior. And publicly supporting an artist who draws child porn and even owning art from that artist and talking about art like that and the revenge porn, all of it is very fucking...
The revenge porn is weird. Well, like I said, I don't know about the drawing specifically, right? That specific one drawing, of course, right? Who knows if Chris Tyson got it before he started changing into IRL hentai drawings, you know, IRL, you know, kid hentai drawings, or it was before or after. You know, if it was after, right? If it was after, right? It'd be a little bit weird in my personal opinion. So, or if this was the teetering point, right? Or this was like where it began, right? Like this first picture specifically was like where it began, where, you know, where Shadman started making a IRL, you know, kid hentai drawings. So yeah, I feel like these group of streamers are like the Hollywood elites, you know, circle jerks each other off in a private party or something. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. I just do my own thing. That's about it. So I don't really pay attention to what, you know, these other big streamers do these days. So Tom Hanks made fun of child beauty pageants with his kid. Really?
Bad. It's horrible. I'm not pulling any punches here on my feelings around it. So yes, I wanted to talk about this, and that's really about it. See ya.
I'm gonna be honest with you, it's very weird, to be honest. I'll be very honest with you. That's fine if you think it's weird. That's your opinion at the end of the day, so. Sorry, I'm having misspells. My fingers are too fat for my phone using an old Samsung S8. No, you're fine. No worries about it. But yeah, like I said, I do have to say it's whatever, you know, what freaking, what's his name? Shadman. What Shadman did, right? Where Shadman transitioned over from fictional characters, right? To IRL characters, right? It's weird. It's just fucking weird, to be honest. There's like I said multiple times, it's just weird. That's just so inexcusable, nonetheless, you know? Like I said, specifically on that drawing itself, I was trying to do some research or so on the drawing that Shadman did, right? Yeah, but Shadman's already out though, so well, Shadman is now a girl, so so Shadman, right? She I have to say, like, the drawings that Shadman did in general, it's just, you know, it's just weird, okay? It's just completely weird, you know? No, they go by a different alias. They go by a different alias. I have to say, yeah, no, it's still weird. I'm not saying I'm not defending Shadman, guys. I'm not defending him. Like, I'm saying specifically, is the drawing itself, is it based off an IRL kid, or was it not based off an IRL kid? That's pretty much is what I'm saying. You know, if it's not based off an IRL kid, well then it's a fictional character and you can't really do anything about it. But if it is based off an IRL kid, that's definitely some weird CP shenanigans that you should not be having in your possession, in my personal opinion. So, and you should probably be locked up for it. You know, I'm just saying, because that's just fucking weird in my personal opinion. But yeah, no, nonetheless though, like, you know, like I said, it's pretty fucking bad. I'll be honest with you, what Chris Tyson did. The only thing I do not defend is freaking Chris Tyson, like, talking to minors, making edgy jokes to minors. And freaking whatchamacallit, calling a minor daddy for some apparent reason. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's just fucking weird. I'm like, are we forgetting that we should not be talking to minors? What's happening here? Like, what is going on with these weird like content creators like talking to minors? Like, what is happening? What is going on here? I wouldn't either. After seeing some of his work, he's like one of those weird artists, but amp up the edgy part. Yeah, he's just that artist that does like very edgy shit. That's it. That's pretty much fucking it at the end of the day. Just to get, it's just basically for like shock value, you know, or like kind of like controversial value, you know. So would it count if it was based on a child character that a child character played? So you're saying an IRL kid, right, who is an actor, right, of an IRL kid. It's the Diddy Force from DBZ. I don't know anything about DBZ, to be honest. Please, dear God, there's no way someone in chat thinks you defend Shadman. No, I'm not defending Shadman. Like I've seen Shadman's work, right? Like, cause I came across from it like a long time ago or so, right? Over like, cause I usually read hentai mangas, right? I just read hentai mangas from time to time, right? You know, and then I came across with specifically the what is it, the Fallout one, the Fallout collection that Shadman did, and that's basically pretty much it. So, I mean, I've seen those arts with the gothic psychological monsters, but it's nothing compared to people like Shadman. Yeah. Well, actually, I've seen worse than what Shadman does, to be honest. Actually, I have actually seen a lot worse stuff than Shadman. So it's a meme. It's on TikTok. Oh, I don't watch TikTok, so you're talking to the wrong person if you think I'm a TikTok person. Sorry, I'm not a fan of short form content, but you know. The nightmare art seems mild compared to these weirdos. Oh, we're doing Ubisoft next? Yeah, we are going to be checking look at Ubisoft, because I heard they released a statement. But anyways, it's already been a long video or so. Thank you for watching. You know, you guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff, and you guys can let me know in the comment sections what you guys think specifically about this whole situation itself, right? Like I said, I do not defend Shadman, okay? All right? What he does, right? What Shadman does is fucking weird, okay? Motherfucker drew his mom, okay? He draws IRL kids in hentai format. I was just like, what the fuck, dude? I don't mind his content before he started doing that, right? When he drew fictional characters, right? He drew fictional characters, like Overwatch characters, you know, and all that other shit, right? You know, they're getting railed and shit, like Diva and like whatever other fucking characters specifically, right? That is fine. You can fucking do that. But once he started crossing over into the IRL shit and making like IRL kids into hentai format, that shit is just weird. I'm gonna go walk away from that, so... He thinks his mom is hot, so... Well, technically, he is a she. Sorry, you know, for those who don't know, Shadman is transitioned over to female, so... Unless they go by a different name, okay, alright? Don't come at me, okay? I don't know much information. I try to do some research, okay, alright? Don't fucking bite me in the ass, alright? I tried to do some quick research. I had to go do a doctor's appointment, because the doctor's appointment was more important than me trying to do some research on this. But anyways, like I said, you know, you guys can tell me what you guys think in the comment sections down below, you know. I'll be reading the comment sections to tell me what you guys think. Like I said, you know, at the end of the day, it's fucking weird. I'll be honest with you, it's just fucking weird. So anyways, that's the end of the video. Peace.
But wait, there's more.
I'll probably add on to this, right? So like this is exactly because like this is all related to all one single video, right? This is what I was exactly wanted to see. I wanted to see more of the screenshots, you know, and all this other stuff and videos and shit. I want to see all of it, you know. I got the Kendrick song ready for Chris. Watch, take a look at this.
Surfaced accusing Chris Tyson.
I was in Fortnite or Minecraft. I love you. I meant I love playing Minecraft with you. Yeah, me too.
Of engaging in inappropriate communications with a minor. These allegations included sending sexually suggestive
text from 2018 between me and Chris. I was 14 and he was roughly 22. My friend made fucking school shooter threat and might give me his skins because he's grounded for life. Chris, LOL, what the fuck? You for real? Me, yeah, it was crazy. Chris, LOL, did the school expel him? Kissy face. Of course, Dad.
Messages and potentially meeting up with the minor in person. As seen here, KRIS is having conversations with someone on Snapchat.
Here it is. This is all here. Let me see. I don't know if you heard about my bathwater prank and how crazy it's gone, but my stock is actually sold out at the moment. Rather than bringing it back, I'm actually looking to bottle a whole bath on video into a giant tub and ship it to whoever buys it for $20,000. I just wanted to reach out in advance because I know this is the kind of content MrBeast does. Just give you a heads up. Let me know if this is something that might interest him. Thanks, Belle. So what the fuck? Belle Delphine try message fucking Chris? What the hell? What the fuck? Yo, that's fucking weird. Okay, alright. That's Belle Delphine. Okay, that's Belle Delphine trying to reach out towards Chris or so, you know.
The minor reportedly won a MrBeast competition when they were 13 years old, and Chris Tyson allegedly formed a relationship with them that continued for several years.
When it's your wedding, you can do what you want. I don't know what that is.
Dude, I would come inside of that egg and then watch her eat it, and then watch her have sex with another man while she...
This included
What the fuck, dude? That's this part right here. This part right here is weird.
Egg and then watch her eat it, and then watch her have sex with another man while she...
This included
That's just weird, bro.
running a Discord server with the minor and staying in touch on social media. The allegations sparked outrage online, with many calling for Chris Tyson to be held accountable. Chris Tyson has denied the allegations, but they have since distanced themselves from MrBeast's channel. It's important to note that these are allegations, but they are serious ones that have had significant consequences. These allegations are particularly troubling due to the nature of Chris Tyson's work with MrBeast. MrBeast's channel is popular with young viewers, and Chris Tyson frequently interacts with fans. The allegations raise concerns about the power dynamics at play between online personalities and their young fans. These fans may feel a parasocial connection to the online personality, making them more vulnerable to manipulation or grooming. Furthermore, the allegations against Chris Tyson tarnish the reputation of MrBeast's channel. MrBeast is known for his philanthropy and charitable giving, but these allegations cast a shadow over his work. MrBeast has since distanced himself from Chris Tyson, but the allegations have undoubtedly damaged his brand. It is important to note that MrBeast himself has not been accused of any wrongdoing. However, the allegations raise questions about...
Well, it's not MrBeast. It's literally Chris Tyson who did all of this stuff. He literally talked to minors. That's basically is what I wanted to talk about. Like, he's just doing some weird remarks and some weird shit towards minors or so, which is... Like, bro, like, #1 rule or so on the internet, just don't talk to minors, man. Like, what is this?
The vetting process for those who appear on his channel. The allegations against Chris Tyson are a stark reminder of the importance of online safety for young people. Parents and guardians should talk to their children about the dangers of interacting with strangers online, and they should be aware of the signs of grooming. Online personalities also have a responsibility to protect their young fans. They should be careful about the kind of relationships they develop with fans, and they should be transparent about their boundaries. The Chris Tyson situation is a wake-up call for the online content creation community. It is important to have clear guidelines in place to protect young people from harm. These guidelines should address issues such as age verification, communication protocols, and reporting procedures. Content creators also need to be aware of the potential for parasocial relationships and take steps to mitigate the risks. By taking these steps, the online content creation community can help to create a safer environment for everyone.
Hold on, let me turn off the
Someone already played. Is that the music or some dubstep? Because someone already played the music already.
music. I'm outside MrBeast studio right now. Here's a cornfield. I'll explain that tomorrow. I've just been driving by looking to see, you know, is there an FBI raid going on? What's happening? My name's Dawson. I worked at MrBeast from February to May of this year, 2024. Chris is the tip of the iceberg. And when Jake the Viking says MrBeast knew, yeah, MrBeast knew. I heard many times that Ava, Chris Tyson, is a major liability, but they can't get rid of her because she's already threatened legal action and she knows too much. And when all this information comes out about everything that she knew, everything other people know, I promise you on everything MrBeast has done. Amazon, if you can get your money back, get your money back.
I don't know, to be honest, I don't know about that. Jamari also made a video on it too, specifically too, as well. You can't blame MrBeast for the actions of someone else. Can't people put their shoes on? Can't put their shoes on their wait. Can't people put their shoes on MrBeast? Imagine if your homie was on level, always on Chris level. It's bad case to be in. Yeah, that's the Kendrick Lamar song. Okay, all right. Well, someone already did it, so yeah. Like I said in the comment section, how hard is it? How hard is it not to DM a minor? Like seriously, like how. The question is, how much does he know? That's the question to ask. How much does he know? That's what I want to know. If he actually knew about this and all this stuff, but then for some apparent reason, apparently Ava was trying to threaten MrBeast or so with legal action and everything that. Is this gonna get like... Oh, what the fuck is going to happen? That is interesting, actually. That is very interesting.
So just yesterday, the domino...
I'll be interested to see it or so on that specific thing. Oh man. Oh my goodness gracious me. Yeah, I'll definitely be taking a look at this. These are gonna be wild and to take a look at specifically. But yeah, I just wanted to add on more to the video that we've been like kind of like discussing about the Chris Tyson thing. So yeah.
A few inches later.
Oh shit, this just happened. What the fuck? This is just recently. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. Let's see what he has to say. I'm curious. Over the last few days, I've become aware of the serious allegations of Ava Tyson's behavior online. I am disgusted and opposed to such unacceptable acts. During that time, I've been focusing on hiring an independent third party to conduct a thorough investigation to ensure I have all the facts that said. I've seen enough online to take immediate actions to remove Ava from the company. My channel and associations with MrBeast, I do not condone or support any of inappropriate actions. I will allow the independent investigators to the necessary time to conduct a comprehensive investigation and will take any further actions based on their findings. Oh, damn, dude! We warned you. You didn't listen. You deserve to be canceled. Nah. I hired 100 lawyers to save my friend Ava from. Oh, jeez, the fucking memes already. You removed Chris Tyson or Chris Tyson stepped down? Which is it? His name is Chris. Your friend ended up beating a man. You're obviously not taking this seriously by still calling him Ava. This monster, Chris, deserves zero respect. No, because they transitioned over, so this system. Ooh, the quarrying. There have been several young men under the age of 16 that have come forward. Chris, Ava, was predating on your viewers. His name is Ava. You enabled him to prey on your young viewers, and this statement is pathetic. Why is it so hard to disavow grooming? What are you talking about? How did he enable him? Like, he did not enable him in any sort of nature, like whatsoever. So this is gonna be very interesting to see what's gonna be happening, or so what's gonna be, because there's gonna be an independent investigator on this. So we're gonna see what happens. I ain't gonna lie though, this is definitely leaving a very massive stain though. Looks like he turned out to be your nightmare after all. Yeah, this is yeah, definitely this tweet has definitely not aged very well, to be honest. It's basically like the same as the Niji Sanji thing, where, you know, where who was it that said it? Was it, I forgot who, I forgot which one. Poem, I think it was, no, I forgot what her name was, but she's like saying like, it's not a black, Niji Sanji is not a black company or so, you know. Definitely this has not aged very well, I'll be honest with you. Definitely. Ah, dude. That's just crazy in my personal opinion. Wait, he talks about the MrBeast and, oh, hold on. What? He actually talked about it?
So MrBeast's tranny friend, he's been caught talking to kids, trying to fuck children. Surprise, surprise. Didn't see that one coming. Fucking hell. You know what's most amazing to me about this whole scenario? That nobody seems to point out this guy's name. MrBeast. They think that's a bit of a strange name. I'm sure I could Google it and there'd be some bullshit reason why he's called MrBeast. I'm sure they're calling for some stupid story. That when he was a kid, he had a figurine called Beast, and then when he grew up, he wanted to be a figurine. Some fucking garbage. Why would the largest YouTube channel with an affinity towards children in the world be named after the beast from the devil? Why would that happen? Is that a coincidence? Considering the fact that you don't get to become the largest YouTube channel in the world without permission from the Matrix, because they throttle the accounts they don't like, and they take subscribers off, and they prevent the accounts that tell the truth from getting views. If you're getting that many views and that many subscribers, it's because they're pushing you to the front with the algorithm. They want the kids to see you. And by coincidence, this account they want the kids to see is named after the beast. And these are the same people who openly admit they're coming for your children. They chant.
Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna listen to I'm not gonna listen to any more of that. I'm already kind of like I'm already kind of like losing interest already. It's kind of going one ear and out the other. So after hearing that first minute or so, I'm just kind of like, what? I guess so. I guess so. This is kind of crazy though, in my personal opinion. Wow, damn, dude. I mean, he isn't wrong necessarily. MrBeast was his gamer tag. Kind of dumb reason to name your entire brand that. Yeah, but you gotta remember though, he does his research or so on YouTube or so for everything. So before he decided to, you know, do all this shit. Hassan, I don't care about Hassan. Hassan is like the last person I want to hear anything about. So yeah, no, this is wild, and this is actually crazy, to be honest, to see that actually. So interesting. Very interesting. Damn, dude. Independent investigator. That's interesting. Cause like it's funny because MrBeast and KRIS are like super close friends, and then finding out that your best friend, finding out your best friend is, has been talking to minors and doing some very questionable jokes. At the end of the day, I'm gonna have to re-edit that video too as well. I have to add this part to the end of that video too. Oh, fucking A. Okay. All right. Yeah, no, wow, dude. That's interesting. We're gonna have to wait for the next couple of days to see if they're gonna press any charges on on Mr. Chris Tyson, aka Ava. So, this is very interesting, I have to say. I was not expecting this, actually. Definitely not expecting I was not expecting this to come out. At least today, anyways, but... What do you guys think? Chat, what do you guys specifically think on this statement? I'm curious what you guys think. Also, I'll be curious to see what the comment section has to say about it too as well. On the MrBeast. So, yeah. Man, dude, my community is gonna be getting like not 3 videos, but it's basically 3 videos in 1 video or so they're gonna get everything. I think. What do you think, King? What do you think, huh? What do you think? Well, what do you want him to say? Like, you know, the problem is like, you know, he's, you know, it's the best thing you can do for now, you know, for the meantime. There's all business stuff at the end of the day, so, you know, he is a businessman, so. Tyson has shown shitty behavior before this came out. To point that someone made a video. Someone made a video on it. Yeah, but like at the end of the day, right? What do you like? It's the same thing for me, you know. Like if I did something wrong or so, nothing on that level though. But if I did something wrong, of course I'm gonna have to like do kind of like a formal kind of kind of type of way of an apology or something like this or something in this sort of nature. So. I don't know. Like I said, we're just gonna have to wait. That's it. We can't really do anything about it. We just gotta wait. That's it. You know. Can't really do nothing. Can't really do nothing. But the problem is, like one of the big things that I have that I'm raising an eyebrow, right? That I'm raising an eyebrow specifically, right? Or that I'm just curious about, right? That I'm just specifically curious about is that was it Jake the Viking or so? Jake the Viking said that he knew, right? That MrBeast knew. But the question is, what did he knew? Did he knew about the DMs, or did he knew about Chris Tyson just liking, you know, Chris liking lolly, well, not the lolly art, but the CP shadman art or something like that? Is that it? Because if that's it, right? It's kind of like, well, you probably should have put a stop to it, you know, to his shenanigans with it, you know. Gotta hold a little bit accountable for it. Or like, because like at the same time, right, MrBeast doesn't look at Chris Tyson's DMs, okay? He doesn't look at his like messages and everything like that, right? It's like basically like I have a friend, you know, but it's not like it's like I have a best friend, but I don't look at their DMs all the damn time, you know. Yeah, it's just going to take time. We have to wait. Let's sit back, relax. You know, let's take a breather here. Let's relax and wait for everything to be unveiled, right? You know, he did hire an investigator to investigate this whole entire shit. You know, to be honest, to call an investigator on your best friend is kind of the most craziest thing in my entire life. I don't know if that's just me, but I think that's fucking funny in my personal opinion. It's like damn, dude. It's like calling the SWAT team on your friend or something, you know, because they decided to make a bomb or something in their house or something, you know. I have to say that is pretty crazy that this man literally hired an investigator, but we'll see. Like I said, it's an investigator, so they have to do the investigations and stuff like that. So, and we'll take any further actions based on their findings. So we're gonna see what kind of actions they're gonna take, depending what they find, of course. You know, all of the documents, all of the evidence that has been shown out, and I've also heard that a few things were also fake too as well. Some screenshots were also fake too as well. So yeah, no, we do need more information. I'm not gonna jump on any gun. I'm not gonna say he's fucking guilty, or you know, there's always, you know, there is that thing, you know, proven innocent and what is it? What's the court say? Like guilty until proven innocent or something like that, or innocent until proven guilty. I don't fucking know. I don't even know the fucking saying that you guys have specifically. I don't know, to be honest. I don't fucking know. But like, yeah, like I said, you know, we're just gonna have to wait. You know, we're just gonna have to wait until the investigators do their shit, and you know, yeah, we have to get everything. You know, innocent until proven guilty. Yeah, there you go. Okay, thank you. So, like I said, you know, but at the end of the day, right? There's just so much evidence that just kind of are like stacking up on him. But at the same time, it could be taken out of context. You know, I'm talking about the video from the Discord that we saw or so earlier in the video. It could be taken out of context. Who knows? I don't fucking know. Like I said, I'm giving, you know, I'm kind of like giving it a benefit of the doubt. You know, we don't fucking know at the end of the day. We weren't there. You know, you guys, you know, chat wasn't there. People in the comment sections on YouTube weren't there. I wasn't there. I didn't see anything. I didn't see the fucking thing, how it went down. Okay. All right. So like at the end, the only person who knows is him and the people in the VC on that Discord video that got shown out or so. So, you know, like at the end of the day, we just gotta wait. That's it. We just have to wait, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know what you want me to talk about, you know, to be honest. It's not really, there's not really much we can talk about, you know. So also the VA of Moe's and Honkai Star had decided to step down on his role. Really? Oh, isn't that the one? Oh, I think we'll probably be talking about that next, actually.